Into CBS Sports HQ, Kiana Martin here alongside Jim Baskel. And Wednesday night featured a double dose of the James squad. LeBron and Bronny taking the floor, but not for the same squad. Well, at least not yet.
Not yet, right. LBJ donning the red, white, and blue these days as the Americans began their quest for Olympic gold. First test and exhibition against Canada. The Canadians featuring the likes of Jamal Murray and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Yeah, and it didn't start well for the Americans, but things got better as time went along. USA was down 12-4 in this game. Starting lineup of Devin Booker, LeBron James, Joel Embiid, who fouled out, Steph Curry, and Drew Holiday. The tenor of this game changed, though, when Anthony Edwards and company entered. He and Anthony Davis, along with Tyrese Halliburton, Jason Tatum, and Bam Adebayo, the second unit changed the tenor of this game. Americans held them to 33 points in the first half, balanced scoring throughout, and they win this game going away. Let us get reaction as we are joined by Avery Johnson. And Avery, you know, this second unit really was an energy booster for the Americans. Again, 33 points on the board for the Canadians in the first half. Your biggest takeaway from watching this game?
Yeah, I agree with you, Jim. It was the second unit. Obviously, Anthony Edwards, you know, 8 points in the first half. When you look at Jason Tatum, they really spurred that second unit. Anthony Davis coming in, they were really outstanding on the boards, block shots. They scored the ball. You know, our team had 8 turnovers early in the game in the first quarter. So they didn't do a good job. They settled down in the second quarter, but it was primarily spurred on by that second team. So I think we're gonna have to really take a look, because I believe with Steph Curry, Drew Holiday out there together in the, you know, at the start of the game, I think we're a little small, especially on the defensive end.
Sure.
But we'll take a look at it. Great evaluation for Steve Kerr. Grant Hill jumped on the broadcast tonight and talked about they've only had a limited amount of practices. And remember, they're doing what they did tonight was without Kevin Durant.
Indeed, Kevin Durant out of that lineup. The two Anthonys again. Davis, a 5 of 10 from the floor. Ant-Man, 6 of 10. Now, he doesn't lack confidence, that's for certain. This was Edwards earlier this week when reacting to who is the primary option for Team USA.
I'm still the #1 option. I mean, y'all might look at it differently. I don't look at it differently.
And how does that manifest? How do you go about it? Just go about it the same?
Yeah, I just go out there and be myself. Shoot my shots, play defense, and, you know, they got to fit in and play around me. That's how I feel.
All right, Avery, I get that it's all about we and not about me for Team USA, but, you know, you got to like the bravado with regards to Anthony Edwards, the confidence that he has, and it certainly showed in this first game. When he came in, everything changed, and he talked about it, not only offensively, but on the defensive end.
I'll give Anthony Edwards credit. I'll meet him halfway, Jim. He's the first option on the second team. He's not the first option on this team. And when they're healthy, and Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Steph Curry, they got a lot of first options. But for him, he's a young player, magnificent year, losing in the Western Conference Finals to the Dallas Mavericks, beating the Denver Nuggets, and now he's back, you know, with the national team after playing in the Euro. But remember, he was a part of the C team that lost to Canada. Now we're bringing our A team. But again, this young man has been nothing but sensational. But again, he's the first option on the second team.
You know, you saw how it played out in this game. And the Canadians have a pretty strong team. A lot of stars from the NBA line that roster. When you look at this tournament as a whole, when the games start counting for real, do you see any pitfalls for the Americans on the horizon?
Well, they just got to stay healthy. Obviously, you know, Kawhi just dropped out, replaced by Derek White, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, who's nursing a calf injury. You know, Joel Embiid, his injury history has been well documented. Booker was hurt a little bit. So I just think they got to stay healthy. LeBron James is not 25 years old. He's basically 40. So they got to stay healthy. And if they stay healthy, that's the great neutralizer with them on a kryptonite to them winning the gold medal.
That's Avery Johnson. The Americans a winner in their first matchup against Canada. They have a little mixture of young and old on this squad. Gives them a nice mix moving forward for the games when they count for real. Avery, we appreciate the insight. This is what it looks like with regards to the coming schedule for the Americans. Australia is up next in Abu Dhabi. And then you have Serbia, South Sudan, and Germany follow from July 15th through the 22nd. So over a week's span, you'll have 4 more tips, those latter 2 in London.